to the Tigers Sports Network presented by Natural State Sports. I'm Chris Gay, your play-by-play commentator. This is Will Stafford, your color commentator. And this is senior night at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse on the campus of Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas. Your Little Rock Central Tigers are hosting the Gryphons of Little Rock Southwest High School, the crosstown rival, and the two teams in the 6A classification that are in Little Rock. It is a rivalry matchup, a recent rivalry matchup, and this game will determine a lot for seeding in the conference tournament. Southwest definitely needs a win here tonight. They are 14-11 overall, 4-7 in conference play. Your Tigers, 13-14 overall, 5-5 in conference play. The Tigers are on a two-game winning streak, starting here back on Valentine's Day against Cabot, and then back on Friday against Conway at Conway, coming away with the 77-56 victory for Southwest. They're on a little bit of a skid right now after a three-game winning streak against Conway, Cabot, and North Little Rock. They lost to Bryant, then Jonesboro. A tough schedule right there. And for the Gryphons, this was their last game of the season. So if they want to improve their seeding in the conference tournament, they need to get a win tonight. And what do you think they have to do defensively against the Tigers?
You need to rebound against this Central team very, very, very badly. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in just a little bit with Central, but Central lives off of second chance opportunities, right? They don't get a lot of them, but when they do, they convert every single time. I promise that. And so if you're Southwest, you need to be focusing on rebounding and locking down Luke Moore, because we know all offense runs through Luke Moore. He's not just a scorer, he is a facilitator. He's going to find the open outlet, and he's going to find the open shot no matter what. And the problem with Luke Moore, if you're the Gryphons, he can make his own space too. So you need to try and you need to rebound, lock Luke Moore down. Those are going to be your two key plays if you're the Gryphons.
To start for the Gryphons, Jonathan Hudson, this team captain, the senior guard, playing in his final regular season game of the season, along with another senior guard, Kyleston Gill, a 5'8" guard. Had a really nice game against the Tigers back in January. Has an impressive resume in his one and only season with the Gryphons. Jeremy Criswell, the junior guard, also gets the start, along with number 23, Chase Forte, and number 33, Montrell Martin, both players, football stars for the Gryphons team. Also playing in their final regular season games of their Gryphon careers. And here are the starting lineup for your Little Rock Central Tigers. We're going to take a look in just a second. Got to get the crowd hyped up, the student section getting hyped. And we're about ready for some great rivalry basketball here at the Blacktop. CJ King makes the start, his third straight start of the season. Day Thomas also getting in the lineup. Really had an impressive game against Conway back on Friday. Trey Stewart going to start alongside Thomas. Pretty clear that the two big starting lineup has worked real well this season. Clay Blair gets the start along with the lone senior on this Tiger roster, Luke Moore. Moore was honored tonight, and obviously Luke Moore, a fantastic basketball player, over 1,300 points scored in a Tiger uniform. But something else that has been great for him today was just a few hours ago, he committed to play basketball at the next level at the University of Central Arkansas in Conway.
And he'll be playing next to a very good player in Lane Taylor, right?
Yeah.
A freshman who just recently, unfortunately, got hurt for the season. But Luke is going to be an incredible addition to that Bears team, and he's just going right down the road out to Conway, Arkansas.
And the Tigers get the tip, and here is the future UCA Bear with the basketball right now.
He was decked out in UCA T-shirts before the game.
It's going to be Southwest basketball. Day Thomas once again starting off aggressively. He has been playing so much better over the last couple of games. You can tell he's made some improvements, and a lot of it has to do with this mindset. Montrell Martin kicking inside of Forte. Can't finish for the first time or the second, and now Day Thomas has the basketball. Blair, the pullback. He's got Martin on him inside to Stewart, working against the smaller Gill, and the first points of the ball game are courtesy of Trey Stewart.
And that's a running back right there, but a very good center at that. He's a very, very scrappy player. He will chase every single ball down.
Gill. Oh, you knew that shot was going up. He can't get it to fall, though. Back inside to Stewart. Going to kick out to Moore. Kicking. Blair. Three. Got it! Three-pointer by Clay Blair. 5-0 run to start the game.
And we talk about this a lot. We've talked about this a lot in the season. Clay Blair can get streaky, but if you leave him wide open, he will hit the shot every single time, I promise you.
Gill couldn't catch up with the basketball. Another Gryphon turnover.
Now, one thing I do want to talk about that was so good, and a very early timeout as well, 32nd. But something I want to talk about from Central that we saw in that Conway game just last week, their energy was something we've never seen before. They wanted it. That was probably the best overall game we've seen out of the entire team from Central. I mean, everybody was excited, hype, whatever word you want to use, but every single person was involved in some aspect. 9 different players scored, and they tied their season high for rebounds as a team at 35. They had 2 games like that, and they won both of them by 25 plus. And to be fair, both of them were against Conway. But rebounding and energy is going to be their answers to this Southwest team, who can get very streaky from deep as well.
Kyleston Gill is one of those players that started off the game slow against Central back in January, but then heated up towards the second half of the ball game and really made it difficult for the Tigers to hang on to a lead. I don't know what that stoppage in play was about. The play will resume. Moore looking to drive, kick out, King, no hesitation, 3, got it! C.J. King off the assist from Luke Moore. Moore has had the last 2 assists.
We don't see too many of those threes out of C.J. King. He's very hesitant sometimes, but you can tell his confidence is up tonight.
But he did have a 3 against Conway to beat the buzzer, but that looked pretty good from the junior. Inside, Martin working against Thomas. Southwest still scoreless. 8-0 run to start the game for the Tigers. Criswell has it, working on a Martin screen. Tough shot. Forte can't get the offensive rebound. Somehow ends up in the hands of C.J. King. King will pull back. It's going to be Moore up top. Oh, a deep triple from Luke Moore. Got it! Oh, what a shot! Luke Moore! How about Luke Moore? 11-0 run.
His senior night, his first bucket, a deep 3 in the turnover by Southwest. Everything's going right for Central so far.
We'll take another look at that triple.
I mean, he has so much space in between, and he just hits it. We talk about Kai Wilson having too much space. Luke Moore can make anything out of anything.
Well said. Thomas with it. into Moore. Can't get the reverse to fall. It's going to be a foul underneath. It's going to be on Montrell Martin, his first. Just the first foul from any player on tonight. Blair looking to throw in, gets it to Moore. Working on Criswell. Now it's Blair. He'll take the three. Won't make it though. Gill with the rebound. Gill has King on him. Gets it to Criswell in the corner. Hudson up top. Looking to take it himself. Lost it out of bounds. Going to stay with the Gryphons.
And this zone defense kind of gives Trey Stewart the ability to kind of roam the paint as freely as he wants. That's something about Trey Stewart that is very underrated. His defense in the paint is so good. We saw it against North Little Rock just a couple weeks ago. We continue to see it tonight.
Martin guarded by Thomas. They're trying to set up their offense. Gill, a three, won't get it before the clock expired. And Forte, and one. First points of the ball game for the Gryphons. So no one back for Southwest to rebound. And Forte converts the and one.
Hey, Tom, stop backing up.
Thomas up top. Moore with Gill on him. Now it's Blair on the wing. Moore. Could we see a second triple? Not quite. And it's going to be Southwest basketball.
But you can see how that first shot from Luke Moore kind of changed the plan for Southwest. It's not often you see players being guarded that far out of the three-point line. And now Southwest is forced to meet him where he is. That's a very difficult thing to do against a player like Luke Moore because he can make his own space very easily.
And near steal. I think he's one of those players that could, I don't know if you've ever heard the expression, can create space in a phone booth.
Yep.
That is exactly what Luke Moore can do. And that's going to be a foul by C.J. King. He suddenly has two personals. Two team fouls by the Tigers. Criswell will throw in. Martin looking to go to work. And he took an extra step. Travel.
I believe he lost his balance a little bit. Couldn't catch his balance. And just traveled right on down the court.
King trying to get Moore to go to the ball. Moore looking to pass inside to Stewart. He's going to draw a foul underneath. It's going to be Forte. Three really good football players on the court. Trey Stewart, a three-star running back for the Tigers, and Chase Forte, a really good quarterback for Southwest, and then Montrell Martin, fantastic football player of his own, and he gets the block and the rebound.
And that's a very specific play that Central has set up for both Luke Moore and Southwest. It's a three, but it's a very specific play they have set up for Luke Moore and the Brandon Wright, who will not be playing tonight. He curl around from the corner.
And couldn't finish. Hudson with the rebound. Pushes ahead to Gill. Looking to go against Stewart. He'll pass out to Forte. Hudson with Moore on him inside, and Martin with the finish. Blair going to get the screen from Thomas. In the corner, it's Stewart looking to go. Gives it up to Blair. Blair, step back three, won't go. Martin with the rebound. He looks to take it himself. And it was last touch by the Gryphons. Jacob Marshall and Gavin Holman checking into the ball game. The Southwest, I don't know which assistant coach that is, but one is very vocal. I think even more so than the head coach in the ball game. Holman's going to take the three in the corner. That one's short. Stewart with the offensive rebound. Now it's King in the corner. Got a man up in the air, looking to take it himself. Finishes. 5 points for King.
And CJ King, when he's confident, he's almost unstoppable. He will make anything he puts up.
Criswell. Gill looking to go. Forte outside to Gill. Pump fake. Step through. Would have been an incredible finish. Can't get it to fall. Stewart, Evison's kick ball violation. Doesn't get called. Now Moore a three. Got it! Luke Moore, three!
And it works out perfectly. A very weird possession there, but Luke Moore able to finish it off.
8-point lead by the Tigers. Under a minute left to play. Gill, deep three. Got it! Kylston Gill, that is what he can do. Moore inside. Oh, just couldn't get it to roll through as Gill picks up what will be his first personal foul.
And I don't think you can really call it an underrated skill of Luke Moore anymore, but his ability to draw fouls in the paint is comparable to none. He is absolutely incredible at knowing how much contact he's going to take getting into the paint. That and teams don't have a lot of answers for him on defense, so you're kind of forced to foul. And he's able to convert on a lot of free throws. That's why I said that, so we would make both.
Oh, good job. Well, 8 points in the ball game for the senior. Again, the lone senior on this Tiger roster as Stewart gets the steal off an errant pass, and Moore ends up with the basketball. Marshall to Stewart. Shovels to Holman. Jumper won't fall. Martin with the rebound.
Way to make space by CJ King, though, even though the shot did not fall.
Jumper from Gill won't fall. 2 seconds. Moore's got to put it up. Moore three. Oh, not quite. Looked pretty close. Maybe straight on. Wasn't close. Anyway, 18-11 is your score after 1 quarter of play here at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse. We will be right back for the second quarter of action here in just a moment.
Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
And welcome back to the Tiger Sports Net. We're going to take a look at some replays here. Stewart inside.
And a good spin move out of Trey Stewart. The pass there, not even really that wide open, finds Clay Blair. And again, you cannot leave Clay Blair open ever. And I mean, CJ King is really feeling it tonight. I cannot emphasize enough how good he is when he's confident. But I wanted to talk a little bit about a play I was just talking about with you in the break. There's a very specific play that we're going to see again tonight because it's a very specific setup. It's a setup for Luke Moore or Brandon Wright, who's not playing tonight due to injury, but sitting on the baseline. Luke Moore will start in the corner, and he'll basically do a curl route into the paint, and it's either an alley-oop or a layup assist, and it's going to work every single time. We saw a Brandon Wright poster at North Little Rock. I'm hoping we see another one tonight.
I think the most likely candidate for a poster would be Gavin Holman.
Yep.
Hadn't seen him throw down a dunk. Well, no, he did one against Conway, I'm pretty sure. Gilston stepping through. Met a wall. Thomas with the rejection.
Perfect positioning.
Oh, and alley-oop. It was a little late, and Gill ends up with the basketball.
And we almost just made that come true.
Forte to Criswell. Man open in the corner. Hudson falls through. And rolling out. No good was Forte. Here's Moore. Got it to Marshall. Marshall looking to go. Clay Blair checking into the ball game. Chase Forte picked up his second personal just now and into the ball game for the first time for Southwest is number 4 Marion Stout, the 5'11 junior guard.
Now I want y'all to pay attention to this exact play. It's going to be Luke Moore. He's going to kind of run almost a curl route just like that. Now it doesn't go out to him, but that is the exact setup they're going to have every time on the baseline, and it forces Southwest to choose their poison. Do you want to guard Luke Moore, or do you want to guard somebody else? And as he gets the and one.
Regardless of the play you set up for him, he will score like he did just there. 10 points in the ball game for Luke Moore. He's got one more at the free throw line. He's already 2 of 2 from charity stripe today. Looking to stay perfect. Got it. Criswell guarded by Marshall. Martin with the screen. Criswell stepping through Euro in the lane. Can't finish. Martin a second chance. Got it to go. Tough play by Montreal Martin.
If you're Southwest, you can't really want those first shots that we saw before they were able to score. You can't really try and force the ball up.
Thomas is going to travel there. As Trey Stewart's going to check into the ball game. Holman checks out. And Blair with the steal. And Gill, what a grab by Kyleston Gill. Martin. Now it's Stout, guarded by Moore. Crossover, the lefty, shooting over Stewart, can't get it to fall. Moore chases the board. Full court pass to Thomas, and Blair with the putback. Bodies flying all over the court. Some fast play going on at the blacktop.
And Thomas
with a lot of effort. Blair going up. Stewart put back. No. Stewart fighting for it. Goes back up. Good to go. Trey Stewart could not be stopped. Timeout Southwest.
Day Thomas is the MVP of those two possessions right there.
Exactly. I mean, he was flying for the offensive putback.
Yep. And we talked, I mean, at Conway, he had so much energy, and I mean, you see this right here. He doesn't finish. Clay Blair able to finish
He
it
dives
off.
into the crowd, and then at the other end, chased down all the way to get the board. And Trey Stewart, oh my goodness, just could not be stopped.
That's a running back right there.
Exactly, a running back, a future Division I running back, as he already has offers from the University of Arkansas, Purdue, Kennesaw State, and Sacramento State.
I need that Arkansas pick, man. I need that Arkansas pick.
Of course, he's a class of 2027. He's got a little bit of time before he can make a decision, but was recently just named a 3-star prospect by, I think, 24/7 Sports or Rivals or whoever. But if you're an Arkansas fan, you will be wanting Trey Stewart to go to the Razorbacks. I don't know if you've seen his highlights.
They're nice.
Guys, oh my goodness,
They're nice.
he's so good. And if a sophomore already has 4 FBS offers, you better believe he's going to be pretty good. On the ball game for the first time for Southwest, number 13, Makai Muhammad, and number 10, Aiden Gill. Gill to the corner at Stout. Uncontested triple, won't get it to fall.
And Trey Hope also in the game now for Central. Had 7 points against Conway just a couple nights ago.
The freshman threw a bullet right to Thomas.
And you saw Day Thomas just smiling like, what just happened?
Well, I hit him in the face, so. But Coach Lewis told Hope it was a good pass, but
maybe
got to hold on to it.
Maybe slow down a little bit.
Slow down a little bit. 12-point lead by the Tigers. Martin falls to the floor. Thomas will pick up the foul. Looks like, I don't know if he was earlier, but Day Thomas is wearing a mouth guard. He's been playing pretty physical tonight, so I don't doubt it. And he's matched up against Montrell Martin, a fantastic football player. He's got a bunch of offers: UAPB, UAM, Morehouse College, Temple, Northeastern State, Arkansas Baptist, Wayland Baptist. Stewart, oh, he's looking to go himself up against Muhammad and won't get it to fall. Now Blair has the steal and the 3, no. Gill with the rebound.
We talked about Mariah Bates last game. She's never seen a 3 she doesn't like. That is the same thing for Clay Blair.
And good passing underneath, leading to an open Martin layup. Moore, pull back, 3 on the way, won't get it to fall. Muhammad with the rebound. Up ahead, it's Stout. 1 man to beat. Oh, what a move! Marion Stout. That's a guy that can put up some points off the bench. Had 16 in Southwest season opener against Subiaco Academy. Had 12 not long after, actually the day after, against Rogers Heritage. Moore to Hope. Hope's going to shoot the 3. Got it! Trey Hope with the triple. And we got a stoppage in play
for Day Thomas bleeding, I believe.
Okay, so Thomas is going to take a seat. Trainer's going to have a look at him. In the game is Holman and King. And also Luke Moore checks out for probably the final time this half. But Trey Hope is a guy
that's the future.
He is. I mean, this is a team that has a lot of young talent, but he's the youngest. The lone freshman on the varsity squad, and I think he can make a big difference. At the very end, now he gets the steal. And he has the best hair on the basketball team. I will give him that. Blair, layup. Oh, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Southwest, and Blair rips it out. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow says Central.
Even if that shot didn't fall, that's a very good shot selection by Clay Blair there. You can't really do much if it doesn't fall.
King to Holman. King's got 5. He's looking to drive. Gonna step through, take some contact, can't get it to go. Holman, second chance, won't bounce in. Holman, that's gonna be a jump ball underneath, and Southwest basketball.
Now we talk about the future of Central basketball, right? And Luke Moore right back in the game. I think he was out for about a minute.
Yep.
But we talk about the future of Central basketball. Gavin Holman is another that is a scary future.
I mean, look at
for
the
Central.
sophomores. Brandon Wright, Trey Leem, Shamad Cheater, Trey Stewart, who I don't think, my early guess, he probably won't play as a senior because he'll already be going on to play football at the next level. So he probably won't be around for that last semester. But Gavin Holman, like you said, Terrace Jones, I think, is an underrated player. Day Thomas, all sophomores. This is a team with a very, very bright future. Kylston Gill and Montrell Martin check back into the ball game. Chase Eubanks and Aiden Gill check out. It's Blair, screen from Hope. Cutter is Moore, and Holman with the putback. What a finish by the sophomore.
Gavin Holman is probably the most athletic person on this court, and you can see why.
Move the ball! Move the ball!
Stout to Gill. Gill looking to drive, and Moore with the steal. Blair should be a pretty easy layup for the junior. It is. 32-19 with 1:04 left to play.
And the Tigers are best when they're out in transition. They have so much speed in every player they put on the court. If they can find the opening to run down the court, they're going to do it.
Jonathan Hudson up top. King on him.
Let's go!
Stout guarded by Hope.
Hustle! Clear.
9 seconds on the shot clock. It's down to 5. They got to go. Hudson's got to shoot it. 2 seconds, 1 second. He's not aware. He's going to shoot it now. Won't get it to fall. And Moore ends up with the basketball. Holman, nice pass, good setup. And Holman has 4 this quarter.
And again, that transition offense is going to what Central is able to run so well. They're so quick. They're very decisive, especially if the ball is coming from Luke Moore.
5 seconds to go. Hudson going to shoot a contested shot, and he'll draw some contact.
Number 4, CJ King.
And CJ King picks up his 3rd foul.
That's his 3rd.
And he picked up his first 2 in that first quarter. But with 1:06, not really a problem.
Second 6.
I said a minute, didn't I?
You did.
Okay, a second. Okay, now 2 seconds.
Now it's 2 seconds. So
Yeah,
now
it's
you're
2
not wrong.
seconds.
Now you're not wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. 34-19 with 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Of course, stick around for halftime. We're going to have a conversation with Coach Marlon Williams and the 7 seniors that were honored tonight for the Lady Tigers, who got the win earlier tonight, a 79-11 victory, I do believe, against the Lady Gryphons, as Hudson splits a pair of free throws. Blair will throw in. They're trying to get one last shot off before the end of the half.
Touchdown. Oh,
It's going to be King, a deep, well, it hit the rafters, and that will do it for the first half of play. 34-20 is your score. Tigers on top early. Again, stick around. We're going to have Coach Marlon Williams on pretty soon. He's around here somewhere, and the 7 seniors who were honored tonight will also be recognized again on the broadcast. So stick around for more Tiger basketball action here on the Tiger Sports Network.
Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart. Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart. Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
And welcome back to the Tiger Sports Network presented by Natural State Sports. I'm with Coach Marlon Williams. Again, congratulations on the win. And you got 7 seniors that you want to recognize here tonight. Go ahead and talk about these 7 seniors as they get a selfie here.
Yeah, these are 7 amazing young ladies that's representing our program here at Little Rock Central. I have here Chloe Ray Brown. She just joined us this year. She's our point guard. She does a great job. She's a great student, very ambitious. The sky's the limit for her and her talent. Then we have Kai Wilson. She's been here for 3 years. She transferred here from Lone Oak. She had a few injuries, but that's just a part of her story. She still maintained a high GPA and ended up scoring 1,000 points for us, and just been an awesome role model for not only her teammates but other younger kids. We have Lindsay McDonald right here. She came from Conway. She actually transferred from Conway here this year. And her personality is so infectious. I feel like I've been knowing her for 5 years. She's that awesome. Great shooter, great talent. We have Kamaya Johnson right there on the phone right there. She's a great player. She's been here for 4 years. She's developed really nice every year. We have Alexis Bradford. Alexis Bradford has been here 4 years. Her game has developed really nice. She's a great locker room presence for our team as well. She does a great job. She's a blue-collar, hard worker. Have Amelia Gaston right there in the back, our post player. She's been here for 4 years. She's developed really nicely as a student, as a player. She'll be playing college next year. And then Taylor Day Davis. She's been here for 4 years. She's basically been a 4-year starter for us. Awesome talent. She's great off the court, great academically. And you know what? Her game, she got a chance to get even better. She's that good. She's that much of a talent. All these young ladies are very talented. Chloe Ray, Kai Wilson, Amelia, and Taylor are for sure, we know they're going to play college. And these other 3 young ladies is kind of up to them. They'll probably be getting some looks as well. So
with these 7 players going to move on to their next level of their lives and their careers, what do these players mean to you? I know you've had a lot of seniors come through here, but what does this group of 7 mean to you?
They mean everything. I mean, this is what somebody like me that, taking over a program here at Central 4 years ago. I mean, this is the dream right here, to have good young talent like this, and for them to not only just be good, young, talented kids, but impact everybody else behind them, and also just impact as a community. So they're doing that, and we're going to miss their presence around here, but it's not a question that they're going to be somewhere impacting their community, or even coming back here and impacting our young kids that's coming up.
Now, one more game left on the regular
Yes.
season schedule against Jonesboro. What's the game plan?
We want to play Central Tiger basketball. I mean, we want to get better. Jonesboro, they're going to be hungry. We're going to be on their home floor. So we want to make sure we take care of our principles. We want to play good solid defense, be physical, get out in transition, run, and take good quality shots. And just trust each other as a team.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. Thank you for talking to us. Probably talk to you again against Jonesboro. Won't be with y'all in Springdale, unfortunately. But thank you so much for what we've seen. Incredible play at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse so far this year. Well, that will do it for us for this halftime conversation with Coach Williams and recognizing his crew. Stick around for more. Just about 3 minutes, we'll have more basketball action here on the Tigers Sports Network, presented by Natural State Sports. and welcome back to the second half of action here on the Tigers Sports Network, presented by Natural State Sports. Thank you all for tuning in on this senior night at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse at the campus of Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm Chris Gay, your play-by-play commentator. This is Will Stafford, your color analyst, and we've had a blast tonight. The girls squad got the huge win over Southwest. And the boys are in pretty good position right now. 34-20 is the score through one half of action. And Will, what have we seen? I think it's Luke Moore with,
I think 13.
Oh yeah, you may be right, with 13 points in the first half. The lone senior being honored tonight. What do you think we'll see from the senior in the second half?
I think you're going to see more dominance because this is his last half at this arena, right? This is the very final time he'll ever play at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse. So I think you're going to see a lot of energy. I don't think you're going to see him come out of the game unless he absolutely has to.
Three on the way from Blair, and he got it. I will notice one difference in the ball game. Day Thomas is wearing a different jersey. I think either his tore or probably has some blood on it. So he's wearing the number 30, not too far away from his usual number of 31. Inside Martin, spinning, got it inside. Nice play by the senior.
If you're Day Thomas, you can't do much about that. That's just a very, very good play.
King,
let's go.
He'll take the three, won't get it to fall. Thomas getting the offensive rebound out to Blair. Another three.
Hey-o.
Yeah, Clay Blair Jr. Another three-pointer.
When Clay starts feeling it, man, there is really no stopping him. He had such little space there, and he was still confident enough to pull that.
Criswell, go ahead.
And I will say he is probably the best three-point shooter from behind the actual arc itself, so from straight away. And, I mean, he just made two in a row just like that.
Pass right to Thomas. He's looking to take it himself. That was broken up by Criswell.
And I want to give a big shout out to Coach Marlon Williams as well.
Goodness,
He's been an absolute class act for us.
Really has.
Including Coach Shelby Lewis as well for the boys team. They've both been incredibly amazing to us, and it really accepted us with open arms.
I mean, we've gotten 3 T-shirts from them.
Free, man.
3 T-shirts. We're both wearing. Oh, we're matching.
Same.
Well, you're wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts because, dude, it's warm outside. Finally, as Hudson scores inside. But you're right. I mean, Coach Williams, if you didn't catch, we had a great conversation with him during halftime. Had a great conversation with him pregame, and he's just been wonderful to chat with all season long.
Absolutely. And his understanding of the game is so obvious. I mean, he even hopped in the booth with you just a couple days ago.
I was impressed. I mean, I guess he did what I expected. I have 15 points now from Moore. But, I mean, Williams is a fantastic coach. I expected that to translate to color commentary. So, but again, and he's been great to talk with, and he has no problem saying whatever he wants and always giving us a lot of things to talk about.
And I will say something about the girls team.
What the heck? There's a little basketball landed on the floor.
Shooter. What I will say about the girls team as well is they are the most set up for success in probably the best setup for success out of any team I've ever watched, because he talked a little bit about it where you have a bunch of seniors coming out, but you have a lot of juniors coming up, and then you have a lot of sophomores coming up after that, right? And so you're looking at these senior girls currently have been basically training the ones after them. That girls team is going to be dangerous for a long time.
Yes, 7 seniors were honored tonight, and with the exception of one sophomore, everybody else is a junior. And they're going to get a lot of playing time next season.
And I'm loving the energy out of Day Thomas as well. He is really feeling himself, to be honest. And he is His energy is connected.
I'm trying to remember when it switched. I think it was after the Bryant game that Stewart gets a block and Thomas gets the block. My goodness.
Honestly, I could probably say it was after that North Little Rock game.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked a little bit about it. We don't know the whole story, but there was a little situation on the bench while he was there, and it had to do with him of some sort. And it seems like something changed at that time.
So Stewart's going to pick up the foul there, reaching in on Martin. That's his first. I will note for fouling, both teams have one player in foul trouble. C.J. King with 3. Of course, he's starting in this first half. And then for the Gryphons, Chase Forte with 3 of his own as Martin turns in the lane and gets the little jump hook.
That is so Jokic-like. It's just back down, put up a hook shot, and it goes in every time.
Thomas can't get it to fall.
It might have been blocked.
Yeah, Martin might have gotten him from behind, and that's right. I heard number 30. It was like, who is 30? That's Day-Day Thomas. Again, if you didn't catch what I said or you're just now joining us, Day-Day Thomas more than likely had blood on his number 31 jersey. They had to take that one off, and he's wearing the number 30 instead. Kylston Gill now guarded by Stewart. Gill now picked up by Moore. Gill's going to take the deep triple. That's an air ball. Stewart, that might have been blocked.
That was a sea of white right there.
And
oh
Moore,
my
what a pass up to King. Hey, finishes. C.J. King with the tough move.
Hung in the air for so long to keep possession of that ball.
And Martin, 3rd straight basket by the senior big.
And I don't think we're going to see a change in plan from Southwest. You're going to continue feeding Martin, and you're going to continue to allow him to facilitate the paint.
Moore, 3, short. Oh, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Wow.
Criswell went right into Moore, who had perfect positioning and went down hard. And
Luke Moore barely moved. He saw how fast Southwest was coming down the court and immediately stood still and let him run into him.
Thomas up top. Looking to take it himself, gets it inside to Stewart. Moore. Pullback can't make it, and Stewart, it was last touch by him. It will be Southwest basketball. 44-28, the score with 3:04 left to play. Gavin Holman checking into the ball game. Stewart checking out.
And you can kind of see, if you've been following along with Central basketball this season, you might see kind of a shift in play in this boys team, right? There's something different about from the past couple weeks, or honestly just the past couple games, where they have been so in sync. They've been so energetic in everything that they do, and it helps that all their shots are starting to fall.
Well, this is a team that's playing shorthanded. No Brandon Wright or Trey Aline, 2 of the usual starters who have had excellent seasons, both out due to injury. As another offensive foul, this time Gavin Holman. Thomas bonked in the head by the basketball. As Jacob Marshall will check into the ball game, King comes out. And first of all, I will notice Coach Lewis has a lot of trust in C.J. King.
Yeah.
Especially with his defensive ability. He's been playing with 3 fouls for really much of the game, 2 after the first quarter. And yet he played through almost 6 minutes.
And got no foul
In that 3rd quarter, and that's going to be a swipe by Marshall. Will be an offensive foul. That will be Marshall's first. Actually, they might have given it to Luke Moore. I'm not sure what about, maybe an illegal screen or something. Hudson up top. Gill, deep triple on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good. Moore.
I mean, the double team coming from half court on the Luke Moore.
Marshall looking to go with it. Wide open, Gavin Holman, three, won't fall. Hudson up ahead to Martin, just get out of his way. Oh, and it's going to be a foul. He might have gotten a little bit of a wrist, I will say that, but Gavin Holman, what a defensive play. Just waited for him to catch up, and then, well,
That's a 50-50 call.
That's pretty close. Martin at the free throw line now. He's had a great quarter.
Honestly, I could understand either way. That call could go either way, and I would understand both.
First free throw, no
And
good.
It's a good foul.
It is a good foul. I mean, you don't get 2 points out of it.
Yep.
Possibly one, though. He's got one more free throw. No points out of it. They do get it back. All right, he gets 2 out of it.
He gets it
All
anyway.
right. Well, that's unfortunate. But Martin having a great third quarter. And Holman couldn't get it, but Thomas to clean it up.
And that seems to be something that Coach Shelby Lewis has kind of focused on, where, I mean, we saw it a little bit in the Conway game. We saw it specifically from Trey Stewart in the Conway game. These putback layups for Central have been so potent.
Gill, and Blair's going to commit the foul, stopping the 2 points. Blair picks up his first. Gill was a 21-point game scorer at Camden Fairview High School last season. Now in his first and only season with the Gryphons. Picked up a couple offers from Southern Arkansas Tech and South Arkansas Community College. He also set a school record for 40 points back in December against Oklahoma City Southeast. He's a guy that can just fill it up. In the scoreboard, Holman up ahead. What a finish by the sophomore, Gavin Holman. 6 points. And fast play, Luke Moore looking to go. Marshall, wide open corner, he can shoot those, he got it! Jacob Marshall, first points of the ball game.
And the 3 ball is calling every celebration by Central.
Thomas hit the deck, Holman, Blair, Moore, finishes and one! Luke Moore with one more coming up.
And Luke Moore, man, just continues his tear on this game. A perfect pass by Clay Blair. I think he wanted to slam that, but he got hit right at the last second. And the timeout goes to Southwest.
That was James Stoney picking up his first foul of the ball game, and 53-31 is the score with 33.7 remaining in the third quarter. And this has been a fantastic performance from the senior on senior night, the lone player being honored. And he's done so much this year, averaging about 19 points per game for the Tigers. And look, I know that the Arkansas Gatorade Player of the Year is probably going to go to J.J. Andrews of Little Rock Christian.
Yeah.
He's just been insane.
I mean, I think he had 38 points a couple nights ago.
In what was considered an off night.
Yeah.
Of course, Catholic High did upset them, so you got to throw that in there. But as far as, do you think that Luke Moore has been the best player in the 6A Central? Keep in mind, got R.J. Young with Bryant, who's been pretty good himself.
I think you have to give it to Luke. And now maybe that's a little biased, right?
No.
But I mean, with you with Luke Moore, you don't just have scoring. You have a very good facilitator. He's averaging 19 points, five rebounds, 3 assists, which that's a pretty low number for him because a lot of times he's getting upwards of 6-7 assists in this past few weeks, 1.5 steals, and he's only averaging 1.5 turnovers per game, and he's a point guard at heart, right? So that is a very good stat line for the season, and I mean, I think you can easily make the argument that Luke Moore could be player of the year, but again, J.J. Andrews has just been on another level.
Cortland Muldrew with Springdale's been great as well. I mean, there's a lot of great players this season in the state of Arkansas. And Luke Moore, one of them, of course, University of Central Arkansas, going to get his services starting next season as Stout stepping through for a nice floater.
And if you're Central, you can't really let off the gas here, man.
No, you got to take the shot right now. Blair beating the buzzer. Clay Blair cannot stop him tonight. 57-33 is the score as we head into one final quarter of play here at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse on senior night.
Such a nice step back from Clay Blair, man. The block by Trey Stewart. Another block by Day Thomas, who has been absolutely phenomenal. And you're going to see, on the floor, CJ King hangs in the air, gets, I think you could argue it could have been an and one. That's a little close, right? But that right there, this has been an absolutely unreal game out of Central in general. That's an unreal finish as well.
That's a
fantastic
finish.
That is just incredible. I mean, Luke Moore has, again, that's facilitator. That is the best three-point shooter on this team, no matter who you ask. Jacob Marshall will hit a shot anytime he wants. Wish he would have yammed that one. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yep. He hadn't really had a poster like a Brandon Wright or a Gavin Holman this year, but and then, of course, a great shot by Blair beating the buzzer. On the court now for the Tigers, King, Marshall, Hope, Stewart, and Holman.
Haven't seen Trey Hope in a little bit, but he did have that 3 in the time he was here.
Yeah, in the second quarter, hoping to see him produce some more. Stewart up top. Gonna give it up to Trey Hope. He sets the screen now. King into, was looking for Stewart. Pass was up over his head. Will be a Tiger turnover.
He had the right idea. Trey Stewart had the mismatch down low, but just a little too high. Maybe just a tad.
Jeremy Criswell bringing the ball up the floor now. Hudson, the senior, guarded by the freshman. Now it's Stout. And King got a hand on it. It's Marshall. And
he probably could have put a floater up, to be honest.
Well, it was a late alley-oop as Criswell got the reverse finish to go. Hope looking to drive. He'll take the floater. Ooh. Got it off the glass. Trey Hope with 5 points in this ball game.
And you can see the promise in the young freshman. I mean, that's an incredible finish for anybody.
Back outside to Hudson. No one there to grab the long rebound. Stout. All right, well, I guess it was a blocking foul. Looked like Marshall just kind of let him go by, but so Marshall picks up the foul. Luke Moore checks in. Marshall checks out. Criswell will throw in. Hudson in the corner on the near side. And got around Holman, and he'll draw some contact. That will be who draws the foul. That's Gavin Holman. He had 10 points, 4 rebounds, and assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals the last time that they played the Gryphons. First free throw up and good from Hudson.
We spoke a little bit about it, but with how injury-plagued this Central team is, this is some of the best basketball they've played all year. I mean, we talk a little bit about the game just a few months ago when it came against Central. It was a very, very close game, a wire-to-wire game. But this is like a brand new team, right? I mean, against the Little Rock Southwest, it was 72-63, but that does not tell the story. I mean, that game really could have been like a four-point swing, to be honest. And so this, I mean, I cannot overstate it enough. This is a different Central team. I'm not really sure what flipped the switch, but it just seems like everybody knows what they want the most. And that is to win.
Well, and if you look at some of the performances from that last game, Trey Stewart only had 3 points against Southwest back in January. Only had a rebound. I think he's probably got 5 tonight. I'm not sure how many. Of course, even Day Thomas didn't even score in that last matchup, and he's been and only 1 rebound. He's been extremely aggressive tonight. Now Criswell has the block.
Ooh,
the
and one
with the behind-the-back pass. Trey Hope, 7 points in the ball game for the freshman. Let's look at it again. Moore down low, couldn't finish. It was blocked, and then boop.
The and one by Trey Hope as well.
My goodness. What a pass.
And he converts.
8 points for the young freshman.
That's his season high on varsity.
And he's had some great games, part of the freshman squad and the junior varsity squad. Hudson has it poked free. Holman up ahead, and Stout breaks it up, but Moore gets it back and puts it up and in.
How did Luke Moore manage to get that ball up?
That's Luke Moore for you. He always finds a way to finish. Stout has it poked free. Okay, can we have a dunk here? Yeah! Luke Moore with the two-handed flush.
And, I mean, Central running away with it now. A 29-point lead. That is 29, right? I did my math right this time?
Oh,
Let's
good
go.
job.
Let's
Yay.
go. Our producer clapping for me.
Hudson can't finish. Stewart with the rebound. King looking to push. In the corner is Moore. Now he looks to drive. Back to the corner is King. 3 on the way. No good. Holman was about to jam it. Spinning. That's a travel. Several new substitutions in the ball game for Central. Clay Blair, Day Thomas, and Shamad Cheater in the game for the first time.
And we'll bring up the young talent that they have, and Shamad Cheater falls under that category. We watched him a little bit in those JV games ahead of the girls' games throughout the season. And that kid's a hooper, man.
Oh, really? He is. He's only played in 2 or 3 games in conference play for the varsity squad. Hasn't really gotten to show himself yet, but he's really had some good moments. Hasn't scored for the varsity team
quite yet either.
No, he's had some good moments. Had 2 assists in his first appearance of the conference season against Cabot, but again, like you said, he has had some great games, a part of that junior varsity squad, and again, one of the many sophomores on this team that will be a part of Central's future. And you take a look at number 32, the team's present, the lone senior on this roster, and he is just helping lead this young team to victory here tonight.
Running routes like a wide receiver.
And Eubanks can't hold on and pushed away a cheerleader, not intentionally, but
they all know each other. It's all right.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. Basketball is a contact sport for the players. And there's that play that you mentioned, that curl route inside. Didn't work out as Muhammad's got a leak out. He's got a no call underneath.
Shamad Cheater got a hold of that ball.
Great defensive play by the sophomore, but it's physical for the cheerleaders. and for the fans. I mean, you're right there on the sideline. There is no guarantee that someone's not going to collide with you. I had a brief kind of homecoming back on, not last week, the week before that, at Washita, as Luke Morris got an alley-oop opportunity to Hope, who can't finish. But I joined back with my old college sports network, OSDN, and hopped on the broadcast as a sideline reporter. And as I was sitting on the sideline, Washita star player Hobart Grayson, who should be the Division II Player of the Year. I don't care who else is in the Division II. But he went sliding into my leg, so I was okay. Thanks for asking. But yeah, it's a contact sport for everyone involved. Blair is going to draw the foul. I think that was going to be on Derek Vassar. That's his first after just checking into the ball game. He's also a football player for the Gryphons, plays corner and is a quarterback. Also in the game for the first time, junior forward Kalen Johnson. Eubanks checks out.
And there's the curl route. It's a little bit different looking.
And Moore couldn't finish underneath. 3:33 left to play in the ball game.
Giant smiles across Clay Blair's face. Talking right to Coach Shelby Lewis.
It's going to be a travel by Vassar. And 3 new substitutions in the game for the first time for Central. Joe Hewitt, Terrace Jones, and Ian McNeil all check in to relieve Hope Thomas. Somebody else needs to come out of the ball game. There's 6 players on the court. Okay, it's going to be Clay Blair. Clay Blair did not want to come out of the game. He wanted to keep killing on the floor right now, and he's been absolutely fantastic definitely through those first 3 quarters.
And you can imagine Luke Moore probably won't come out. He will probably finish off this game. He probably won't do too much. He might just kind of try and get his other guys involved, his freshmen and his few juniors that are on the court with him.
Jones, what a finish! Terrace Jones, a sophomore. That is another guy who has had some great minutes a part of Central's junior varsity squad.
Yeah, man, Terrace Jones. I mean, we keep talking about the future, man, and this Central team has a bright future.
I mean, Jones, the 6'2 sophomore, he's really long. I mean, it's a guy that can play some really good quality forward minutes in the future. Moore getting around the McNeil screen. Step back 3. Got it. Luke Moore.
I'm telling you. The buckets are calling. The threes are calling. It's a great shot.
Criswell with the floater. Moore. 2:18 left to play. Watch this pull-up 3. No good. McNeil with the putback, can't finish. Vassar racing up the floor. He's going to draw some contact.
Foul call on number 0, Joe Hewitt. That's his first team fifth.
First free throw is good by Vassar. No good on the second. Hewitt with the rebound. Here's Cheater. Pressured full court by Tony. Moore to Hewitt. 3 on the way. Won't get it. And Moore. Oh, he had a good look from 3.
And he made it.
That's unfortunate, but 1:47 left in the ball game. 71-47. Or excuse me, 45 is your score. Luke Moore, the lone senior for the Tigers in the ball game still. McNeil. Gives it up to Moore. McNeil slipping. And he got his first bucket of the ball game. Ian McNeil, the junior forward. Vassar, 3 on the way. Good. Derek Vassar's had a few buckets here late. 8 points actually in this quarter alone. Moore gonna pull back. Oh, what
wow. Oh, he gave it up.
Jones 3. He'll get it back. Now he'll take the 3. Won't get it to fall.
Whoa, Joe Hewitt.
Hewitt flying in, and it's going to be a foul. But Luke Moore is unpluckable with his handles, and his change of direction is elite.
Yeah, absolutely. He is. That's what makes his space creating so effective. He has unpluckable badge from 2K, right? Like it is. What a player would say is overpowered, right? You cannot get the ball out of his hands unless he gives it to you, right? The only turnovers you'll ever see Luke Moore have is just maybe erratic passes, and outside of that, he's never going to allow you to strip him. And his last minute, as Joe Hewitt hits a 3, but
he got another assist too. What a game from the senior. It's going to be close to a double-double at this point.
Yeah, I believe so.
Vassar looking to go one-on-one against Cheater. Good closeout by the sophomore. Jones hit the deck. It's going to be a foul. Cheater will bring the ball up the floor. No shot clock. Let's let Cheater get one. It's going to be Jones this time shooting the 3. He got it. 5 points in the ball game.
And 79 matches the girls.
Vassar looking to drive. Got it to go.
Oh, my
Derek
goodness.
Vassar, 10 points in this ball game. He's played pretty well. And Luke Moore won't go. And that will do it for your Tigers. 79-51 at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse, coming up with a big win over the Gryphons of the Little Rock Southwest. Your Tigers improve to 14-14 overall, 6-5 in the 6A Central. The Gryphons fall to 14-12, 4-8 in the conference. Again, your Tigers, their season is not done, though this is their last appearance here at Boone Fitzpatrick. They will have one more game coming up in Jonesboro this Friday. The #1 team in the 6A Central versus your Tigers, who continue to rise up the standings in the conference. I think we'll might have a conversation with Coach Lewis, and maybe Luke Moore I think we'll have a chance to talk with the both of them after this performance. And what a game from the senior. Recently, as in a few hours ago, committed to the University of Central Arkansas. And had a phenomenal performance in his last game here at home on senior night.
And I'll let you take care of this, Chris, since we only got 3 headsets.
All right, well, I'm Chris Gay here with Coach Shelby Lewis and the player of the game, Luke Moore. And congratulations on the win. Congratulations on a phenomenal career at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse. And congrats on committing to the University of Central Arkansas a few hours ago. That's great. And talk about a little bit about your your process to landing with the Bears.
Yes, sir. So I got the offer back when I was playing team camp with Central, and ever since then they just been showing love every day. You know, just showing up to all my games, meeting with my parents. You know, I took 3 visits there, and it was just phenomenal every single time.
Now, Coach, you guys right away went in on a major run against the Gryphons and did not stop. Talk about what you guys did from tip to the final buzzer.
Yeah, well first of all, Southwest is a great team, and whoever they match up with in the playoffs they're going to have their hands full with that team. But you know, the big boy down low, number 33, Montrell Martin. You know, he had 19 points and 21 rebounds against us the first time we played him. And so we knew we had our work cut out for us today. And but I thought our guys did a really good job of being physical, meeting him at the rim. And we did a really good job of rebounding. And then we made shots. And, you know, one of the things that we talked about all week is just sharing the ball and just making the right play. And I think for the most part we did that. And when we do that, man, we're really tough to beat. And it doesn't matter who's out there.
Well, you guys have been without Brandon Wright and Trey Leam now for the last game or so. But it still seems like this team is playing its best basketball here late, even shorthanded. How is that? What was the switch that turned for you guys?
Chris, I feel like you were at practice today because I literally said the same thing. I mean, we have been playing our best basketball, and I think one of the things about it is one of our mottos all year has been win anyway. And we've had a lot of adversity, and there's a lot of talk around this team. And you know, we try to do our best to block out the noise, and we just try to go out and win anyway. And I think when those two guys went down, other guys just stepped up and they realized, you know what, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's out there. You know, everybody on this team, whether you've seen them in a game or not, is capable of going out and making plays for us. And, you know, I think that's exactly what we've done. And this guy has a lot to do with that. He believes in all his teammates. And he pumps a lot of positivity and a lot of confidence in these guys. And so it doesn't matter who's out there with him. They all feel like they all feel like we can beat anybody, and so do I. And so it really doesn't matter who we have out on the floor.
Now, Luke, you had a phenomenal game tonight, but I could tell that after every triple, what was the phone call? I don't understand. Talk about that celebration with all your teammates.
Shout out Gavin Holman. You know, he just brought it. He's been bringing energy every day, and he just brought that to practice, and we all just stealing it from him.
Well, again, how many points do you know that Luke ended up with?
So Luke actually flirted with a triple-double today. He had 23,
wondering.
He had 23, 8, and 9. Oh. So 8 rebounds and 9. Well, no, sorry, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. So I think it was a minute left, and I look over to our statistician, MJ, and he said, Coach, he needs 1 rebound and 2 assists. 1 rebound and 2 assists.
And you couldn't get it?
No, it was I don't even, he didn't know. He had no idea. And it was 1 minute left in the game. But, you know, again, it's just a testament to what he's meant to this program for the last 4 years. He played great. And, you know, like you said, we're playing our best basketball right now. And, you know, I think we're kind of already in playoff mode. And, you know, once you start to get to the playoffs, a switch kind of flips. Yeah. And it's the start of a new season. And so we're starting to see that in practice where everybody feels like it's a new season. And, man, we're really excited. Obviously, we got Jonesboro on Friday that you know, it's going to be a really tough game for us. But, man, we're going into that like the playoffs. And that'll be a really big test for us as we move on to the state playoffs next week.
Now, your team, a lot of sophomores, a lot of potential. But one player that's really shown out the last couple games is freshman Trey Hope. I think you knew exactly what I was going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Probably 8 points tonight. I mean, a fantastic performance. Talk about that freshman who's really come on late.
You know, he's got great instincts, and one of the really good things he does is he finishes around the rim. I mean, anybody and his hands are like glue. I mean, as soon as you whip a pass in there, he's gonna catch it and he's getting it at the rim. And so he's kind of finding. He's finding his way out on the floor. He's not he's not trying to do too much. He's a great rebounder, and he's got a knack for getting open and just finding little spots that he can score. And so he hits a 3 over here on the wing with Luke in the post. They double team, and so he's a kid that, given the opportunity, he's been ready for those moments. And so I expect big things from him moving forward here, especially with some other guys being out. He's going to have an opportunity to really make a name for himself. And so we're excited about him, his progression as a freshman. But again, he's one of those other guys that when he gets out there, he's fully confident. And again, that has a lot to do with this guy and how he's led us this year.
Now, Luke, last question for you. Obviously, you've had a 4-year starting career with the Tigers, and of course, your last game here. Talk about what it is meant to be, what it's like to be a Tiger, and what this place has meant to you.
Man, it's everything I expected, coming here as a freshman. Coach Ross didn't promise me anything, and I just had to work for it day in and day out. And then, the seniors that were there, Cody Robson, and juniors like Dejan McDaniel, Vaughn, Gavin, just people I look up to. They taught me, what it means to be a Tiger, and I didn't take it for granted. And every day I just worked.
Well, congratulations again on your commitment to UCA. Congrats on the win, and good luck against Jonesboro.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chris.
Well, that was Coach Shelby Lewis and the player of the game, Luke Moore, who again mentioned was flirting with a triple-double tonight. So we're going to flip back. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, so Will, again, the lights are about to turn out. We're still here somewhere. You can't really see us. Trust us, we're still here. But 79-51, a big win here at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse. Going to take a look at some highlights. And again, I don't know if you heard, but Luke Moore flirted with a triple-double.
That was
incredible in his last game as a Tiger, at home at least. And again, we will be in Jonesboro on Friday, so stay tuned. Do not go, well, I say do not go anywhere. That's usually what I say, but you got a few days in between now and then. So, there's the lights. Okay. So anyway, until then, be safe, have a great evening, and go Tigers!